everyone, I'm Shibani Gharat and in front of me is the all-new Samsung Galaxy S23 series, which was in fact unveiled at the Galaxy Unpacked event. Now, of course, there is the base variant, which is Samsung Galaxy S23, and the big one, Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. So quickly, I'm going to unbox these devices, understand what's there within the devices, and take it out for a ride, for a try. So let's get started. Well, this is how it looks out of the box. There is a tiny box within, a SIM card tool. There is a Type-C to Type-C charging cord. We have of the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Both these devices are really good looking. The edges of the S23 Ultra are square. It has flat edge on the top. This has rounded off corners. The larger device, which is the S23 Ultra, it comes with an S Pen. Now, both these devices are out of the box. I have started both these devices. Now, the first difference that you will see in the base variant as compared to the S23 Ultra is in terms of design. Of course, the base variant is much different looking. S23 has edges which are slightly rounded off. They are pretty smooth, whereas the S23 Ultra has flat edges on the top and the bottom, and it's more a squared off kind of design. Then, of course, the second biggest element is the number of cameras on the back. There is a quad camera setup on the S23 Ultra, and it features a 200 megapixel of the primary sensor on in this quad camera setup. Along with that, it has a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor and two 10 megapixel telephoto sensors. And then the second one, which is the S23, which is the base variant, has a 50 megapixel primary camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto sensor. The third difference is in terms of the battery life of these two devices. Now, needless to say, because of the larger display, which is a 6.8-inch display on the S23 Ultra, you get a bigger battery, which is a 5000 mAh battery on the S23 Ultra, whereas on the S23, which is the base variant, you get a battery size of 3900 mAh. Now, both these devices have the same processor, the same chipset, which is the latest by Qualcomm Snapdragon, which is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is what you will get on both of these devices. So, this is the main difference in these two devices. Another biggest difference that you will get and find on the S23 Ultra is, of course, the embedded S Pen, which is right here at the bottom. It's amazing. In fact, it's quite handy. It takes productivity and multitasking to the next level. For example, it's useful in presentations to browse through or make your Excel sheets while on the go on your phone. Apart from that, in general, if you like sketching, painting, drawing, you find it as a means of relaxation, then this tool in fact is very handy. There are certain changes in this device as compared to the previous edition, but not much of a difference. But yes, the price has changed. It has been increased by 15,000 rupees as compared to the last year's S22 Ultra starting variant. So that is a difference that you will definitely notice in this particular model as compared to the previous year's one. It pegs it closer to, let's say, an iPhone 14 Pro. Yes, so these are the differences. And then, of course, in terms of RAM, in these two devices, on the S23, you get only an 8 GB RAM option, whereas in S23 Ultra you can choose between 8 GB and 12 GB. And when it comes to storage, with the 12 GB variant, it can go up to 512 or 1 TB. So that's really massive. If you take a lot of videos or take a lot of pictures on your device.